from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.
Good morning and welcome to the Geelong and District Netball Show for another big week. My name's Megan Holbrook and I'll be your host for today's show, and we are promising to bring you a very big show. Joining me today, Sonia Harris from the Thompson Netball Club. Sonia.
Morning, Megan.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And we do have a special guest on the show. Now, I know, Sonia, you've been looking forward to having him here today. Anthony Burton from the Belpost Hill Netball Club.
Birdman.
Ladies, how are we?
Very well.
Bit cold this morning, but I got here.
It's cold and hard to get up, but thank you very much for joining us.
No problems at all.
It's great to have you here. Now, before we go any further, we're going to take a look at last week's matches. Sonia, we were just talking before about Belpost Hill's win.
Yes, and it was a big win it was. I think they won, correct me, 82 goals, Birdman, against Geelong West under lights Saturday night. First of all, how did that feel, Saturday night playing?
Yeah, it was a bit different.
Yeah.
Of course, we haven't played outside before of night time, so it was a little bit different.
Did you have to do any different preparation or what?
No, pretty much we just, the girls warmed up as per normal and took the court and just played.
Yep.
So nothing special. So no,
That's it. No.
just
playing. And two, what about beating Geelong West by 82 goals? What do you think about that? Did you tell your girls to set a goal of maybe getting to 100 because you actually shot a total of 97 against them, or what?
Actually, it was actually 99. They've made a mistake on the score sheet, but that's fine. Not on the score sheet, but we're going to follow that up.
Yep.
And we had two chances to try and hit 100, and we threw the ball away twice in the dying seconds of the game. But that's okay. But we did have a target. A quarter time with 25, and so we just decided 25 each quarter, and hopefully come into the game we're close to 100.
And also Camille Power shooting a massive 65 goals. That's pretty big. And you had the big return of Kim Martin, which, if you don't know if you watched the show last week, I actually said a statement of there is no Belpost Hill without Kim Martin. What do you think of that? I'm sure you'd have an opinion on that for me.
I've pretty much got an opinion on everything.
Yeah, of course, yep.
Look, I disagree with you there.
Yep. Of course, as you would.
It's nice to have Kim there.
Yep.
But Kim's not the be-all end-all of the club.
Yep.
We've got a few new recruits this year, and pretty much the reason why we did get a high score on Saturday night was because of our centre court.
Yep.
And our centre court this year is very good, very quick, and we're getting the ball back to the centre after a goal as quick as we can. Good. And we've got a really good centre court this year, and that's made a lot of difference.
Well, that's a good answer.
Yeah, and in saying that, I was just thinking when I saw your score, how could you possibly get that many goals in a game? What is it in the centre court that is driving that? Is it someone in particular or set plays that you've got?
I think in the past, this is my third year at Belpost Hill. Previously, our centre court hasn't been extremely quick, and I've realised that. And this year, the reason being, I've got a few other girls to the club to get the speed through the centre court, where we lacked during the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, and I'd agree with you. I'd have to say last year, because you had the tall goal defender. Who was that you had playing for you?
Yeah, Sonia Robertson.
Yeah, she's gone back overseas now.
She's gone back to New Zealand.
Yeah, and I think when we played against you, we tried to. We found your weakness would have been your centre court. So in saying that, it's good that you fixed that up.
Absolutely.
Only Burtie.
Yeah, great. And what would you say if you were coach of Geelong West after that loss? It must be disheartening for them.
Hey, look, it is, and I mean, I think it might be a culture down there. For however long the GDFL competition's been going, I think Geelong West has sort of always been down at the bottom of the ladder somewhere. And I think they probably need to have a look at that and possibly go out and search for a coach and get some actual netball knowledge down there. Because I think that girls just hit the court from week to week, they just go through the motions and, end up losing most of the time. So it's disappointing, but hopefully they can improve that.
Well, that's right. Lots of room to improve anyway.
Yes.
Okay, Thompson versus Inverleigh. Sonia, do you want to take us through that one?
Yeah, listen, it was a pretty uninteresting game. They've actually got a new coach this year, and I actually can't remember her name, and I'm really sorry to her. Listen, I think it was 66, 27.
That's right.
Yep, to us. And we've actually got a new player in this week, recruited to us, and we just tried a few different combinations, and that's what we took her for, and that's it. Played the game out. It was pretty uninteresting, to be quite honest, unfortunately.
You still won anyway.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the main thing
4
there.
points, that's all that matters.
East Geelong versus Corio. Now, we don't have Amy here to take us through that one.
No.
But looks like...
Yeah, I've actually got a few notes on it here,
yeah,
sorry.
another win for Corio.
Yeah, listen, they won by 27 goals, and Abby Burton, who did have a best on-court performance with 35 goals.
Is she Amy's sister, sorry?
No, they're actually cousins.
They're cousins.
It's a very funny family. Amy's dad, I just have to mention this, Amy's dad and Amy's dad's brother, they both married 2 sisters, so it's all really, everything looks alike there, and they're all, yeah, so they just had to look alike there. Anyway, Brooke Malia also in the best. She's 3 weeks, or 2 weeks in a row now. Yeah, in a row, best on court, and yeah, only Tammy and Bigham and Tammy Aldridge now and Zukas, I can't remember her first name. They only
Michelle.
had 5 goals. Michelle Razukas, that's it. 5 goals each. So yeah, they'll be definitely one to watch out for Corio this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, they look to be in good form. Belmont Lions versus Anarchy, that was a close game. Belmont just getting up there. Now we have the girls on later in the show. Anthony, do you want to tell us a bit about either of those clubs?
Yeah, look, I actually went down and watched the game because we played Saturday night, so I went down because we play Anarchy next week. And I actually probably thought Anarchy's B grade side was stronger than their A grade side.
Okay.
It was a close game. Sarah de Grande played well for Belmont, a goal attack. And they just, I think Anarchy's defence was a little bit too small to try and stop Sarah. And also...
Jess, I think it is.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Jess, that's right, so we're not say that. But yeah, it was a bit of a scrappy sort of game. It wasn't, and I think both teams are still trying to find their feet as far as, work on the court and systems and getting familiar with each other, and so I think that'll improve during the season.
They'd be really disappointed with that loss, I think, Anarchy. They really push teams each week, and I think Nick Kowalski and Nicole Jessup is combining well for Anarchy there, so they'd be pretty disappointed, but I'll probably Belmont a little bit more depth there and a bit more experienced.
Yeah, sounds like it. Werribee Centrals versus Winchelsea, a win there to Werribee.
Yeah, now this is only from people that I know. It was pretty close at half time. Probably wasn't a match that lived up to all the expectations that everybody thought, but I think the experience of Werribee come out in the end, and all that those finals experience and grand finals experience just got them over the line, and Winchelsea being a new team put together probably faltered when it counted.
Yep, okay. And last game for the last round, Bannockburn versus North Geelong. Any final thoughts on that game?
Well, I just have a look here that Julie
Big win
Cotter actually shot 43 out of the 55 goals, so I don't think they're actually doing anything new or special this year and still bombing it into Julie Cotter on the baseline as they do, so I don't know if that's going to work for them or whether that's just going to be something that's the same thing that they've done each year, so
Sure.
a good win to them.
Great shooting by her as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back after this.
District Football League. We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.